I hope you can all hear me. The microphone is working super good today. Last week we had problems with it. I actually took it apart. It came into all sorts of pieces. And it should be working. It should be working great now. Let me just... got lots of messages coming in. I'll just silent those. Don't need to know who they are from. So, anyway. Oh man, why is it still... I don't know why. These phones today, they're there, it's on Do Not Disturb. Anyway, let's have a look. What do we have today? We have a quiz at 40 likes, if you look down in the corner there. And we also have a sneak peek at 60 likes. Super cool stuff. We're going to have a sneak peek at the new unit. We're going to have the battle news in just a moment. And we have a total of, how many do we have? We have 231 contestants today. That means we will be going over the 2-hour mark, probably by at least half an hour. That's fine. That's okay. So without further ado, we'll do the battle news first. Then we'll have a look at the army. Any complaints about the army tonight, they can be directed straight to Randu. Well, let's have a look at the battle news first. Then we'll check out what the army is, and then we'll sort out, see who's watching live, who's here watching the stream. Battle news. Where are my controls? I've lost my controls. Let me open it again. There are my controls. There we go. So, new unique skin for the Clockwork Guardians coming in. It's I think it was called Puppet Boy or Pinocchio? I don't know, something like that. It's Clockwork Guardians made out of wood with a long nose and a fork. It looks cool. It's interesting. Oh dear, off to the Power Stones. So Season 4 is kicking off. That means we're having the most powerful Power Stones coming in now. Tearing up or damage, critical strike, and leech. They're all tearing up, and the rest are staying as they were. Moving on to the defensive Power Stones. Tearing up are obviously protection, cover, resist conditions, and thorns. We're getting thorns too now. And then new one. Check out the bottom one there. Explode. That's something. That's going to be something cool. At least hopefully. If it's not that cool, then we'll just have to buff it a bit. But it should be interesting. It's a new type of Power Stone. That'll be cool. Movement Power Stones tearing up, obviously speed, charge, and dash. And stealth is coming in. Stealth. I don't think we've had stealth for a while. So stealth is coming up. And range Power Stones, aim and blaster tearing up, and ability Power Stones, they're remaining as they were. No change there. Then we have only one page of balance changes, and just to, let you guys know, there's nothing but buffs today. Coming for the next season, nothing but buffs. Mainly because, well, as you know, we're in the midst of this transfer. We can't really do major things at the moment, but we can do these. And we've had so many changes to artifacts lately. We are just wanting to let them tick over for another 2 weeks so that we can see what kind of data we get from them and see where to go. And also, obviously, feedback from the community. Where are those buffs? Okay, they're coming. We have the Righteous Defenders. We're giving them a small buff. People have been asking for it, so we're doing a slight buff. The data does slightly support it as well, so that's okay. So the base health is being increased from 2,000 to 2,250. Storm 86 screen is not clear. Or is not CER. I'm guessing you're meaning clear. Probably your resolution is really bad. Change the resolution or refresh the page. We are going out at full HD 1080, so go ahead and check that you're watching at a good resolution. Rhyme Lord attack cooldown decreased from 1.5 seconds to 1 second. Spirit Shield Generator is getting immunity to freeze. And the Fire Dragon base attack damage is being increased from 1,250 to 1,500. So that is a considerable increase to the Fire Dragon's attack. And that was it. That was all. I wonder, I think my microphone is a little bit too high. Just to increase it slightly because it's going in the red all the time. So yeah, I opened it up completely and did a lot of cleaning and all sorts of stuff and getting rid of dust inside it. And yeah, hopefully it works now for at least a while. Anyway, that was it for the battle news. And the quiz, you guys can suggest a quiz. If anybody has a really good quiz question, go ahead and suggest it in the chat. We'll do it. We'll have a quiz. We'll have a community quiz. Or community-driven quiz. Right, so let's have a look at the army, what we have today. I don't know if you can see it. There is a small type of question mark there. It is indeed not really a question mark, some kind of rune. Just looks like a question mark with that battle. Oh, excellent. Steve, the quiz maker, is here. So anyway, we have the freezing trap, 2 of them. Behind those, we have 2 frost blooms. Only 2, no more than 2. Then we're going to have 4 earth wardens. All have the same power stones: protection, thorns, and execute. Then we have two chaos archers. They have stone skin, resist conditions, and bleed. Then we have 2 clockwork guardians. It's a shame we don't have the skin. Or I wonder... No, I don't have the skin in here already. Yeah, so the protection, slow, and stone skin. And then we have 2 Rime Lords. Pity we don't have the buff for the Rime Lords already. He's got resist conditions, protection, and dodge. And then if you didn't notice, in between the 2 Rime Lords, there we go. Barrier Monk, we have resurrect, resist conditions, and enhance. This layout, indeed, I don't know what it's called. It was suggested by none other than the great Randu. But yeah, I don't have a name for the army. If Randu, if you have a name for it, just let us know what it is. It's a cool army. Yeah, and the artifacts, we're not going crazy with the artifacts. Only the common artifact is 5, tier 5. The others are only tier 4, so we have the reconstruction hammer and the pendant. So that should be good. Auto spin on. Let's have a look at the Fight Night system. Are we live yet? We are not live. Right, we're live. If you want to know at what point you're going to be battling, you can guesstimate by having a look at the description. Oh, go ahead and have a look at the description. Hit that show more button. And the whole list is there. Everybody is there. So check out the list. You'll find where you are. And that's about that. Relaxation room. How can I sign up? The sign up has closed already. As per the notifications. Let me just check that. What I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Let's just change that to watch live now. And so yeah, there we go. And I'll just add in there that sign up is also already closed. So the sign up always closes about 10 minutes before the stream starts because there's quite a lot of extra work that needs to be done so that we get everything going really quickly. If there are a lot of people who have already or have missed the sign up and they're here, if we get a lot of people announcing that, then you can DM me your player tag in Discord. And if we have time at the end of the stream, we'll do a quick re-round or redo of the Fight Night with the folks who missed the sign up. So go ahead. Who was it? Relaxation room. DM me on Discord. Send me your player tag. And if we have time, and if I remember, we'll do some extra rounds at the end. Okay, so without further ado, don't know why I collected those, but that's fine. Auto spins are on. Who are we starting off with? Alanor. Alanor should be first. Do. Alanor is there. Excellent. So, great. Oh, look at that. Everybody froze. I myself am not really... I don't use freezing too much. But, it looks powerful. Yeah, basically what I was thinking for this army, for folks who are watching and are struggling to beat this, Randu has come up with a really good layout. I would suggest Risen Warriors or Risen Archers. You'd get behind those frost traps and the frost blooms. Yeah, that's one way. Or then you could use the bulwark. That would you'd probably evade the freezing somewhat. And resist conditions, Power Stone. So yeah. Anyway, let's see, who do we have in the chat? Who's here? Who's here? Black Canary 77. It's great that you're back. I don't know, folks might not know who you were before. So, but it's great to see you. That's cool. Yosef, Breather is here. I'm trying to use your in-game names for those who I remember, but I can't remember everybody. Alan, can't remember who you were in game. I'm really bad with names. Anyway, Constantine, Strom89 is here, Mathumar is here, Notorious, TSA, hey TSA. John is here, Skater Spade, and Steve said hi to Steve. Randu's here. Excellent. Randu. Nicholas Zeishabron. Relaxation Room. Ooh, Necrinius is here. And Saeed. How are you guys doing? It's so awesome that you guys can be here. It'd be very boring if I was here alone, just rattling away. to nobody but myself. Yeah, that might be... that might be very sad. Victory! I wonder, has Randu come up with a very, very, very tough layout? Obsess is here. Excellent, good to see you. And Kingo, how are you guys doing? Great you could be here. Again, if somebody joins the stream and they miss the sign up is already closed, but if you miss the sign up, then you can DM me in Discord, and we shall, if it's not a crazy amount of people who miss a sign up, and we remember at the end of the stream, then we'll go ahead, we'll do a quick little retake for those. So we already have 2. So Year and Obsess, I have your tags already. So there are 2. I'll do my best to remember. You guys can try to remind me as well. Oh dear, I've already got a notepad out, and I've already copied 2 tags into the notepad for an extra run at the end. Well, not an extra run, just, well, it's an extra run, but it's not an extra run for you. So yeah. Anyway. That's cool. Can't react to those. It'll take up too much time, and I won't be concentrating on stuff. Milan! Ooh, Immortalis! Oh no! Yeah, I probably have his tag somewhere, but if he can, or if anybody can, go ahead. You can, or if Immortalis can, it would be the best. DM me the tag. He's probably DM'd me his tag before, but it takes a while to find folks from there, so it's easier and quicker if you just send it again. So anyway, yeah, Quizmaster, the Quizmaker, or anybody, if you have a really neat quiz question that you'd like to use, like to see, in the stream, go ahead and suggest it. Just write it out in the chat. You can also DM it me on Discord if you want. That's okay. You don't need to do the chat. I don't know, some people might not be able to chat. Yeah, I mean, if you're watching this without logging in, or if you're not logged into your YouTube or Google account, then you probably can't chat. I'm pretty sure. So if you do want to suggest something and you can't chat, then go ahead, you can DM me. Oh, that's weird. New drink. What was it? I was watching one other streamer. When he met new people, he does live streams. He does his thing, whatever he does. Always when he meets a new person, it's a new person unlocked. This is a new drink unlocked. But it's a bit weird. I don't know. Oh, it's strange. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I should mention it or not, what they are. I mean, it's like product placement. Nobody's paid me for it, so. If somebody's in the drinks trade, then send me drinks, and then I can mention them on the stream. No, I cannot. Anyway. Oh, the chat's gone all quiet. Well, I'm going to now force myself to have a look at this list of battles so that I know who's going to be battling next, because I have no reason to go through it now without, as people aren't asking when they're going to battle, so I might as well check and make sure who got the SUMORI. Ooh, Seymoura's coming up soon. Thanos, Wormwood. I'm just mentioning the ones I recognize. Disaster! Steve! No! Oh dear. Notorious. 165. Quite old. I'm sure you're probably the oldest person here. Oh, you mean the battle number? Ah, here come the dad jokes. Oh no. Oh, who is Black Canary? 77. Oh, still not used to that. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, who interesting battles coming up. Well, Seymoura is next. Seymoura's not been in the stream for ages. Oh no. Anyway. Seymoura. Ooh, got half of his RDs. Those frost traps are super powerful if you don't have anything to counteract them. The ring isn't bad, but that'll only unlock a certain faction every 5 seconds. The crown seems to be working well here. But yeah, we've got Seymoura. Noobsauce, 34. Randu at 41. Let's see. I wonder if Randu's got the same layout. Ah, that'd be funny. Yeah, Frankenstein, Gorka Morka, a little later. Thorin Oakshield. TSA number 52. Yeah, we have some good battles coming up. But Black Canary, what's your in-game name at the moment? That's what I don't know. Oh, it is Black Canary. Alan, you just spun your correct army. Alan, what was your in-game name? I can't remember. I've asked that before. Same as Steve. I can't remember either of you. talked about this last time, and why can't I remember? I don't know. Alanor. Excellent. Alanor. Alan names, Alanor. Alanor. Yeah. Or maybe just Alanor. You're not quite sure. And you sure you play this game? You were number 1, Alanor! You were the first battle. You're done! Oh well. So yeah, I think you did probably miss it then. Oops. Yeah, it can be surprising if you end up being number 1. Oh, you had to go to the other building. Oh yeah, that other building. Okay. Yeah. You don't expect it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably, yeah. It's a lot more than that, but yeah, yeah. But usually there's like what 20 to 50 people. Actually, no, I was looking at it. It was like quite often there's 50 to 79, I think was the exact figure overall, and there's usually like there's a group of about 25 who watch all the way, but then some come and go. But yeah, let's remember at least the normal faces here. Working on satellite dishes. Ooh. Oh, of course, Armin was Armin. Armin is Armin. Yeah, I mean, these are these obvious things that, you know, just stare you in the face. You're coming up very soon, Armin. Alanor, how cool is that satellite engineer? So how easy would it be to make your CV look as though you're working on satellites that are up in space? Could you trick your way into getting into a, you know, shuttle and get out into space? Oh man, yeah. Alan, what we can do at the end, if you remind, we can do a friendly fight, but won't do another fight night kind of battle because that would mean, you know, double rewards. But we can sure do a friendly fight at the end. See how you would have done. Randu thorns, yeah, I've got the thorns, and I was kind of contemplating whether I should do double thorns. But then maybe, I don't know, protection is also good on them. So I went with the protection and the thorns, like you suggested. But I was contemplating double thorns. Mark, you forgot to sign up. Oh no! Go ahead, DM me in Discord with your player tag. We've already got 2 who missed the sign up, so you will be the 3rd, and we can then get you. We can get you in as well. Yeah, we actually already have 3. So so go ahead, Mark, and send me your player tag, and then we'll have 4 already for the missed sign up group. Some of you might then ask that, well, why don't you leave the sign up open? Well, the problem is, obviously there'll be lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people who will then still get in, and then we don't have time to battle everybody. So Jar Jar, that's it, Jar Jar. Got your battle tag, Jar Jar. That's cool. So we have 4 now. So basically, for anybody who misses the sign up, if they're here, they're watching the stream, and they can chat in the chat. and inform me about it, then we can get you into a second quick little run. Cool. I lost all my... There we go. Back. Oh, now how cool is this? Oh... This will probably be a draw. Well, oh no! Yeah. Very good, very good. Yeah. Alanor. No, I don't get annoyed that often. Oh man. I need to have a drink, but this drink isn't that good, and I'm kind of like, oh, I don't really want to drink it. I need to drink something. Anyway. We have 31 likes at the moment. We need 9 more likes for a quiz that we do not yet have. Anybody have a good quiz? I mean, if we don't get a good quiz question, then we'll go with... yeah, we'll have to go with who is Black Canary 77. Oh dear, I wonder, do we yet have, because we have occasionally had the questions of what is the most used unit at the moment, or what is the best performing unit. That there is a difference there. It's not the same. But because there's the very interesting unit called the Ember Fiend. And let's just see. I'll have a look like for the past week. Yeah, that is surprising. I'll tell you in just a moment what I mean by surprising. Oh, it's so surprising. If I order it like that, is it still surprising? Yes, it's still relatively surprising. What is the best performing mythic unit? Yeah, requires a lot of thinking. Oh, no. But yeah, well, I can let you know the but no, yeah, the Ember Fiend has had a couple nerfs in the past few seasons, and there's still some complaints that it's way overpowering, and the nerfs haven't really done much. Are there folks here in the chat who are of the same opinion? Because the data shows that the unit is nowhere near being the most effective anymore. It just isn't performing as well as it used to, and kind of almost nowhere near as well. But it's still the most used unit. And obviously, when I'm counting most used, it appears in the most armies. Yeah, Alanor, you'd say that, but the way that the data I'm looking at, it counts that in as well. So even when considering the Berserk time at the end, the Ember Fiend is not the best performing unit. And I'd almost say by far. So it's interesting. People are just so used to it being so effective. I think that's one other issue. It'll take a while for folks to notice that there are other units that would make their army perform better. Red Viking, how are you doing? And Zoom. Yeah. Well, yeah. We were contemplating about giving the Ember Fiend more nerfs, but I feel as though the nerfs that it's had they haven't taken effect yet in the mind of you dear players. But yeah, we'll see. But I mean, if it still continues, then Zoom. I actually have quite a few. there's Leviathan. Yeah, okay, Leviathan, you're in for the extra quick little thing. And crispy, yeah, I'll add that one in. That sounds odd why it wouldn't have gone in unless there might have been a typo. I didn't look if there were any that were wrong and didn't get in. Yeah. Anyway, we do have a nice amount. We've got 6 extra, or six folks that missed the sign up. We'll be doing those at the end. No worries. No worries at all. And hopefully, whoever last time, because somebody has now a couple times in the past, I don't know, a couple months, signed up with a typo. And the typo has called up a account from way back from the beta times, and even from the very early beta times. And it has, I think, a unit active, which is not in use or something. There's something in it which causes the spin to basically crash. I've always forgotten, and now I remember again, but I've always forgotten to ask if we could do something, get rid of it or something like that, so that doesn't come up and interrupt the fight night. But yeah. Quiz, yeah, 40 likes, but we don't have a quiz. Oh, we do have a quiz question. Should we nerf the skeleton's immunity of the skull artifacts? Aww. Aww. Anyway, somebody had a good question, but I think I missed it. When is the spring equinox? Yeah, it's a good question, but that's automatic Google and that's it. I like questions where you get, have opinions. Somebody had, what was your... Yeah, I'll just do that. We'll probably have another quiz as well during the stream a little later on. But I have the quiz now. I know what it's going to be. I just need to quickly make it. We already have the likes for it. Don't worry. So we have quiz 1. Ooh. It's always a copy of the previous quizzes, and these are always... Get rid of that. Nah. Oh, I better make this a multiple choice. Oh no, that means I need to remember what they all are. There's one. There's another. There's a third. There we go. There, we have a question. Shorten the URL. We have a short URL. There we go. Is everybody ready for the first quiz? Are we ready? Are we ready? Yeah, we're holding back on artifact quizzes, Ribs. No worries. We're holding back on them slightly because we want to gather more data over a slightly longer period of time, because especially when considering the Ember Fiend, which is absolutely killing me here. The data doesn't say that it's as good as how it's being used. So we want to have a little bit more time for the changes to start to bite. Black Canary, where's the question and what's the answer? Here's the first quiz. Go ahead. Knock it out of the park. I didn't double check what I wrote. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. It's always good to release the question and then read through it. What did I write? It's like, oh, I wrote, what is your favorite pizza? Order, chaos, construct, nature, or ethereal. Oh dear. Pineapple on pizza, that's the best thing. Oh no. The chat's gonna melt down now. Skater Spade, yeah, preferred search engine before Google. Oh man. What were the really old ones? There was Alta Vista. No, that was a browser. Or was it the search engine as well? I don't know. Zoom. Chaos for life. Swarm. Oh dear, let's have a look. Who's coming up soon? This is the downside of having the list there, because I'm not constantly going through it. Undos and his alt account 4. I'm just having fun. Alanor, should have been, what is your favorite faction? Which faction do you think is most powerful? Yeah. Well, it's what is your favorite faction? This quote. We can have the second quiz might be what do you think is the most powerful? Yeah, exactly, Alanor, yeah. Or maybe that is the next quiz. Yeah, I'm opting to go where the fence is the lowest. That's actually a Finnish saying. You don't really hear that in English. Yeah. Noobsauce's Shroom Party. This isn't Noobsauce, this is Shroom Sauce. Hey, and this is the layout that was winning. It was a few streams ago. Everybody had this. Oh. Red Viking, my answer would be anything with Horn and Phylactery combo. Haha. Well, that's the last one then. Ethereal, isn't it? For those that don't realize, the Ethereal faction is indeed the faction that all the units turn into when you use the rare artifact called the Phylactery of Silent Whispers. Nearly had a brain freeze there. Randu, any plans for mind control or mind corruption conditions too strong? Yeah, it's worth looking into. I can definitely mention it. Ziliana, hello! Our Horn and Phylactery is so powerful, it's nuts! Never found a counter to Horn and Phylactery combo. Well, why do when I use the Hornet Factory, then I can do no better than... Well, I'm using the Hornet Factory. Yeah. Destroyers here. What's up? Everything is cool. Everything is up. The microphone is up. It's working a lot better. Black Canary, did you miss your battle? If you did, then I missed it too. Oh, oh no. Oh. I don't know where it is. Let's search for it. No, you're battling in number 177. So probably like in like maybe in an hour or a bit more. Oh no. Randu Factory is the most bugged artifact. Buggy? What kind of bugs? Is there anything new with it? There was talk about the Devourer being buggy. There is basically... There's the slightest, the slimmest, the most minute sliver of a chance that, yes, it can be stunned or frozen. I can't remember which. Stunned or frozen when it pops up. And it's basically the way that causes the way that immunities and conditions are applied. And so when a unit is spawned, that's one tick, and the next tick, it gets all the if it has like any special kind of, you know, whatever it needs. At least that's how the Devourer is working, because of its spawning from the artifact or something. I don't know. But there is the most minute situation where, if, for instance, I think it was stunning. Was it stunning or freezing? If there is an attack launch which stuns or freezes, can't remember which. If that gets launched and the Devourer spawns while that attack is going across, and if it then hits the AoE of area of effect, hits the Devourer in between the two ticks, then that can happen. So yes. Black Canary. You're probably not watching live. You might want to try to refresh or hit. I think, is there live? I think there's a live button, or refresh the screen, because you might be slightly behind. Because I think at the moment there's only a 5-second lag. I have a cool setting which decreases the lag down to about 5 seconds. So, but your response there seemed to be a lot longer than 5 seconds. Ooh, popcorn. Yeah, I'll have some. Oh, dear. Yeah, the latency setting. Yep. There's the normal and low and what? Ultra low or something? And so, don't know why you'd want it to why you'd want anything else except, you know, really quick. So, yes, there are settings so you can have a lot of latency or not much. What's that? GL with the stream boss. Oh, good luck with the stream boss, yeah. Oh, you're going, Nicholas. Okay, okay. See you later. Frankenstein. Frankenstein's not here. At least I don't think so. Who's coming up after Frankenstein? Hang on, you have yours at normal so you can stream at 144. Oh. So you'd want more latency to do higher quality or higher resolution. Okay. No problem, Nicholas. It was great that you could be here. Yeah, Destroyer didn't miss your fight yet. So yeah, okay, that's probably why you want more latency if you have if you're requiring super high bandwidth. I think I'm only streaming out. The highest resolution is 1080. So yeah, that's cool. But averaging at about like 2,700 kilobytes per second, or kilobytes. Oh right, okay, so it's YouTube doing that. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but it's probably something to do with the buffering and everything, so. The popcorn. Yeah, Black Canary, you're not watching live at the moment. I think you need to refresh the screen or, you know, something, because it seems as though you might be a little bit behind. Skin Pinocchio at Crucible #1. Yeah, it is kind of like a Pinocchio skin. I figured out today that it's got lots of names as well. It was the Pinocchio skin, puppet. What was it? Puppet skin, puppet boy skin. Encountered that when I was looking for the skin so that I could put it into the Battlingas, and I couldn't find it. It's because it was named all different things everywhere, so it was funny. Victor. I was supposed to look at who's coming up next, or soon-ish. Victor. So what do we have? Thorin Oakshield, Matthias. Oh, TSA is coming up. Just a few more. TSA, get ready. True, sir. I believe you're probably asking to get into the battles. I'll add you to the list. We're doing a little round at the end for folks who missed the sign up. I put your player tag into that list as well. So once we get through the main list, we now have 7 who missed the sign up, and you're one of them. So we will battle you. Don't worry, you're in the list. So yeah, so who's coming up soon? Thorin Oakshield, TSA is just a moment. Sam, Matthias, Gaia Dragon. I don't think Gaia Dragon's here. Benedict is coming up soon. Ooh, the exploit. Book Lao. Pos96. I don't think he's here either. Admiral Hunter. Excellent, excellent. And indeed, at 60 likes, we'll have a sneak peek. And if for some reason we don't get 60 likes, then we'll have a look at the sneak peek near the end of the stream. So probably in between, if we do the missed signups. Before we do the missed signups, we'll have a look at the sneak peek. Or if we do hit that 60 likes, we can do it. We can pause the fight night and watch. Have a look at the sneak peek. And the sneak peek indeed is about the new unit that's coming for the next era. Not next season yet, but for the next era. And it was an interesting unit. It is quite a bit different from anything we have. Its working is also... It's using two types of attack that are used in the game, but not together. So it's a cool... Oh, cool! Black Canaries refreshed the stream. Excellent. So hopefully you're a bit more live than you were. Thorin Oakshield. Oh! We've got the... But how... What's killing off the little spiders? Is there a draining spirit there? There is. Yeah, Thorin Oakshield there, with a soul pylon machine gun. And that's where you're sacrificing some of your own units to keep the soul pylon firing away. That used to be a very popular move. Back when the game launched, that was a super cool move that some folks came up with. It was not something that anybody had realized when designing the Soul Pylon unit, but it was really cool when it started to pop up. Folks had realized that you could indeed sacrifice your own units to do that. That was, yeah, it was when there was a way of doing it even before the draining spirits. I can't remember. But yeah, it was cool. TSA. Is TSA still here? Probably. Hopefully. Maybe. We're battling. Using the Valkyrie. And so what? Those are... Ah yes, those are Eternal March. With the time warp. Yeah, that's cool. I like the purple kind of mist, the fog that kind of fades away when they time warp out. Sam! Triple Tide Shaman. Just got into the range of the frost and freezing traps. It's kind of the same build as what TSA had, but I'm not seeing time warping with the Eternal March. I wonder if that would be effective or not. You know what I haven't looked at for a while? Win rate. What is it? 24? Randu! Randu, you promised me this would be good. Oh, I should have had tier 5 artifacts. Anyway, there was actually another version of this. There were 2 versions that Randu suggested. The other one would have had only one Rhyme Lord, and there was the Frost Wizard in place of that. Randu. Oh man. Yes. A very ingenious plan there, Randu. Oh man. Oh dear. Nip is battling now. We have a lot of battles today. This is crazy. We're at what? We're King Elric. This is battle number 56. We're not even a quarter way through. Oh no. And yeah, Bulwark and Mind Control counter this build quite well. They do. Even the Barrier Monk isn't really helping too much. Yeah, that was another one. The Barrier Monk also wasn't in the other version. And replacing the Barrier Monk was one more set of Clockwork Guardians and one Chaos Archer. Or Chaos Archers group. Yeah. Might have been better. I don't know. Kind of depends. Upgrade the hammer to T5. Yeah. I'll do that just before we battle you, Randu. And then, yeah. No. Ah, it's cool. We're fine. Everything's good. Everything's good. What, freeze? What freeze? No, I mean I can see it still running. I've got a small kind of corner of the video is visible. And I can still see it running. Hasn't frozen. Skater Spade, if it's frozen for you, then go ahead and reset. Or refresh. Yeah. Yeah, could be just YouTube or if you had a small, short interrupt in your data connection or something, I don't know. Everything seems to be running fine. And even the video out from the iPad, because I've started doing, before every single stream, I've completely shut the iPad down. Power off for about 5 minutes before the stream. And that seems to have solved the video freezing from the iPad, so. Skater Spade. Oh, you naughty, naughty, naughty. Yeah, you need to have a stand where your phone isn't visible from any windows, and then you need to kind of occasionally look real pensive and walk about and see you're doing mental thinking. And Yeah. No, but it's good to take a break from work while you're working. It refreshes the old grey cells. And, yeah. It's like me. I'm working at the moment. But what am I doing? I'm playing a game. Oh dear. Yeah. Ooh, thirsty, but this drink is not good. Oh no. So yeah. Well, anyway, about the buffs that we're getting, the RDs. Hopefully, some of you will be happy with that. I do know that there was some of you have been asking for a buff to the RDs. So we did give them now a slight buff. Black Canary, you have great work. Yeah, it's fun occasionally. Nah, it's cool. It's cool. It's fun to do this. This is probably one of the funnest parts of my job, doing these streams. Something I wouldn't have imagined like just over a year ago. I wouldn't have imagined I'd ever be doing these or having fun doing this. Completely out of the comfort zone and so on. But yeah, when I had the first stream, it was like after 5 minutes, whew, having a blast. Haggett. What's up now? Why are they doing that? Where is the hidden unit? Ah, there's a crow. There was a crow with slow on it. Well, did it have... Can you have slow on crows? Hang on, we did that change. Yeah. Destroyer. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, the funny thing, Destroyer, is I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I don't think I've ever grown up yet. Yeah. Let's open a web for a dreamy game. Yeah, is that a reference that we don't sleep enough? It could be a reference for me. I mean, I like playing games, and at my age, you've obviously got there's lots of other responsibilities. Obviously, one is work. But then there are the little ones running about. You need to play with them and entertain them as well, and housework, chores and stuff and everything. And so when do you get to play? You get to play when everybody else has gone to sleep. And so you never sleep yourself. So yeah. So yeah. ZIQ. I'm going nuts waiting for this game that should have already released and it didn't, and it's getting postponed, and oh, I can't wait for it. Yeah. Randu. I climbed until 120, 150 with that build. In the second account, can't climb more than 20 or 30 with the main account. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The meta changes, so you can get to a certain stage with certain builds, and then you just need to change it if you want to advance further. Yeah. Positive win rate now. Oh, yes! 58%. Excellent. Yeah, and you can obviously see it changes here as well. I mean, level of players obviously bunch up slightly in the list by random. So sure, you could be a fireman. Really? I don't think I could. Yeah. Heavy style. Who's coming up after? Heavy style. Battle number 68. These are long battles. This layout definitely is not like it's not shooting through, so it's not too easy, but it's not too difficult, which means that these battles are kind of going over. They've got like maximum length, which means we're getting through these very slowly. This is going to be a long stream. Yeah, does anybody want to venture? Yes. Anti-Viper's being good at guessing how long the streams are, but he's not here. He's obviously drowning in diapers. But Anti-Viper's being good at guessing the length of streams. Does anybody want to venture a guess? And we'll see at the end who if anybody got close. I'm guessing we're going to be close to the 3-hour mark. This is probably going to be the longest stream we've had. And just when we have the longest stream we have, I've got the worst drink I've ever had. Perfect. We have 50 likes. 10 more likes. If we get 10 more likes, I can like the stream myself. If we get 9, oh, we got one extra one. So if we get 8 more likes, you can we can pause the stream, or we can pause the fights for a moment just to mix things up a bit and have a quick look at the upcoming unit. Sure, all kids want to be firemen. Yeah. I don't think I ever wanted to be a fireman. What did I want to be when I was a kid? Oh, the other one. It's usually firemen or astronauts. Yeah. Astronaut is probably one of the toughest jobs that you can try to aim for. I don't know, maybe. So... Booklow. Haven't seen Booklow around lately either. A bad time. Streams at a bad time. It's not good for everybody. Christian, hello there. How are you doing? Good to see you here. Did you sign up? Did you get to sign? I don't know. Probably. Probably not. I don't know. You did. You're going to be battle number 93 if you haven't checked out the list yet. So not far to go. We have Admiral Hunter at the moment. Coming up shortly is Destroyer. Amir, Ghostin, Seymoura, Constantine, and Christian. Oh, the back door. Skarsgård. They're all coming up soon. Yes, Christian, you can see a small RD buff. Nothing crazy, nothing big, a small one. Reaper 86. With a lot of mind shrooms there. Yeah, with the RDs, for once the general consensus, kind of like what the feedback has been, kind of spot on. The RDs have been, ooh, Slayer, slay 100,000 enemy units. So yeah, the RDs, the data has shown that both the RD usage and their performance, so their personal win rate, has been low. So the data did support at least some of you have been saying that it's been fine. That the RDs do not need anything. They need more nerfing. But no, the data did support to buff them slightly. But otherwise, the Ember Fiend is Christian, you weren't here. We talked about the Ember Fiend. Is in a slightly interesting situation where its performance is kind of mid-tier, even a bit lower than mid-tier, but its usage is very high. So yeah, Christian, getting close to your 4th level 130 RD. Oh no. Yeah, RDs aren't seen that often. I mean, they're a good base unit. And if you're kind of like on the fence of, well, should I use 8 units of shield bearers or 8 units of RDs? Well, obviously go for the RDs because you do get the buff. But the thing with RDs is that you really need to have all 8, and they need to be decently leveled up. Then they're super, super powerful. So but yeah, they're getting a small buff to their base health, so they're a bit beefier, and it does require that as you get them killed off, then they'll be buffing themselves. So it's good to, I don't know, what would be a good strategy with RDs? I mean, like, have like half of them sacrificial, kill them off quickly, and have the other half kind of like a little bit further behind and have them reap the rewards of the buffing, or what? I don't know. Interesting. Add infinite stacking, no. Getting close to level 5 phylactery. Oh, Mr. Undercover Anonymous. That's interesting. So, win rate's dipped under 50% again. We're in the red. 21%? We got up almost to 60 a while ago, so it does, yeah. It's going up and down, up and down. Ooh, tier 5 ring. Sneak peek soon. Yes, we can do a sneak peek, so 3 more likes. I see 57 likes. Not the first time that you guys see some other number of likes than I do, so... But once we get a confirmed 60, we shall pause the fight night and have a quick look at the new unit. Christian, you don't. Yeah. What can I say about the unit before we actually see it, so that you can kind of like, you know, get mentally ready for it. The name of the new unit, would you like to know the name of it? So you can kind of like start thinking, well, I wonder what it is. It is called, at least it's still called, it's probably going to be called the Thunder Lizard. So can anybody guess what it's going to look like? Oh man, yeah, the Thunder Lizard is actually going to be, well, you can probably guess what's special about the faction. The next era, if you guys didn't know, is going to be the Festival of Veils. And so what does that usually mean for at least new units during the festival season, or season era? It means it's going to have at least 2 factions. Multi-faction. The Thunder Lizard. And I'm not 100% sure it's going to be... I don't know. But it's super cool. We'll take a look at it in a moment. Let me just see. I mean, I can see if I can. You guys are going to want to know anyway. It's going to drive you nuts if you don't get to know. And I like to spoil things. Oh no! What did I just type in there? I don't know. I don't know how to search for things. There we go. Here we go. Next era. Festival. Do. It's not going to be chaos. We need flying dragons. Interesting you should mention flying. Yeah, we'll see. It's and I have a video of it. It's basically a video from while work is being done to it. So can't promise 100% that the video is completely accurate in all the animations and everything, but it is it gives you a good idea of the unit, and it does indeed. It has a dual attack. It's got a dual attack. 58 likes at the moment, so we need 2 more, and we shall pause and have a look. We're nearing halfway, which is interesting because we are Almost out 1.5 hours, and we're only just nearing the half point. So yeah. Ghostin' there. This is indeed a very slow army. Very slow. Dragging, or slow meaning I'm dragging out. Woohoo, Destroyer, you did win, and you won a few matches ago, so you might be, Destroyer, you might not be live at the moment, so maybe refresh your screen or something. Oh, look at that! We got the Monster Hunter! Boom! Monster Hunter went and froze himself. Oh, man. Oh dear, Red Viking, is this the final gift from Traplight? There's lots of stuff that obviously we've already done that's still going to be coming to the game in later seasons and so on, arts and portraits and all that kind of stuff. So not I wouldn't say last thing, but yeah. Victory is mine. Who's coming up next? Who's next? 60 likes! We have 60 likes. I'll just pause the auto spins right here after Orange Reefer. And we will have a quick... We should get a Crucible portrait. No! Oh, did you guys notice the portrait I have? I found the skull. Did we talk about it? Did I have this last time? I can't remember. I found a skull portrait. And it has not been on offer anywhere. It is completely unique. So there we go. Defeat for me. Let's just pause now. We have paused. We'll leave the game in the background. Let's have a look. Where is it? Thunder Lizard. Are we ready? There we go. How about that? It's a flying, hovering Thunder Lizard. And indeed it has two different attacks. I wonder, does anybody notice what the two attacks are? I think they have now been visible, both of them. It's super cool. I mean, I like it. It's again completely different from anything else we've had. Yeah, and so Red Viking has it there, slash and shock, but there is also a difference there. The shock, it's lightning bolts and it is ranged, and I believe it's super high range. There might be something interesting about that. And then if units do close in too close, then it will use its tail to defend itself. That is the unit. And obviously, as it is levitating, flying above the ground, it won't be slowed by, for instance, roots and stuff. Yeah, that is the unit. It's cool, it's interesting, and it's new again. So without further ado, let's continue with the battles because they are taking a long time. I believe the unit, there's Randu's asking what it is. I believe, well, it's not going to be common. It'll be rare or mythic, maybe mythic, because it does have some interesting stuff to it. Destroyer, am I live now? I don't know. Are you live now? But yeah. But is it like 1-to-1 attack or it's melee range? it's mainly range with melee when on close by enemies. Christian, so yeah, it's basically it's like main attack is ranged, and the idea, I believe, is that it attacks far away enemies, and there might be some kind of mechanic where it actually does attack enemies that are further away, not the closest. And then if units get too close, so if units get within melee range to it, then it will then start using its tail. And then when they're sorted out, then it can get back to the range attacks. But yeah, that's... Black Canary, can I be first in the next stream? Oh no, Black Canary, do you have to go soon? Oh, I can always try to get people first. I can get certain people to be first, but that's pretty much all the control I have. I can shuffle, and then I can boost people up to the front. Frost versus Frost. Nobody's doing anything. Oh no. Anyway, that's fine. But anyway, when the auto spins get down to 0, then that means we're close to the end. Not at the end, but close to the end. Oh no. Oh man. Christian, no, I believe the unit is it's ranged for as long as there are no units too close to it. And only if units get close to it, it will then use its melee. So, yeah, it's not like ranged, melee, ranged, melee, ranged, melee. It doesn't do that. It's kind of like, you know, if there's nobody close by, then I'll just be range. So, yeah. That's at least, I believe that's how... I haven't been able to try it out yet myself. Breather, let's do a quiz. Yeah, I haven't even looked at the results for the first quiz. And I do believe I have the idea for the second quiz. Let's just make the second quiz. How big is it from dog to devour? I would have to say that it's not a small unit, but it's not extremely large. I would have to say it's probably a little bit bigger than Tide Shaman, maybe between Tide Shaman and the Toad. How many points do we know yet? Yeah, well, it's not going to be common. I would venture a guess that it will be a mythic unit. Very good, Constantine. Let's just do the second quiz here, because I do know what it's going to be. And we might as well. How? Oh, there. There we have the second quiz ready. Does Bulwark work versus Bleed? No. Bleed isn't a condition per se. At least I'm pretty sure it's not considered a condition, so I would have to say no. Michael Myers, if you're watching, then yes, you can get into... Might as well go for broke and extend this stream as far as possible. Let me just answer. If he's not watching now, I'll just answer it. There we go. Hey, Annie Viper, how are you doing? I thought you were drowning in diapers, but you made it here. Anyway, here we have the second quiz. Should we launch the second quiz? Should we launch the second quiz? Brian, you didn't miss the first quiz. It's still... Oops. Quiz 1 is there. That'll be open for... We'll have that open for a minute, and then we will launch the second quiz. So, who was it? Ryan? Was it Ryan who said he missed the quiz? Somebody said that they missed the quiz. The quiz 1 link is there. Go ahead, answer the quiz 1. The second quiz will launch shortly, and as the second quiz launches, then the first quiz will close. Oops. Yeah. Oh, Annie Viper, yeah, it's one of those days, isn't it? Oh no. Oh, I can see various comedy groups doing skits on that topic. Oh my. Oh, Michael Myers is here. That's cool. Black Canary, when it's my turn. Hang on. I'm completely lost. I don't know what I'm doing. Black Canary. Hey, yeah, that might be. You probably don't know. Nowadays, we have the complete list of the battles. So if you have a look at the description of this video, you click the show more button, and there's a whole list of everybody, and they're in the order of the battles, which is cool. But I can tell you that you are going to be battle number 177. Battle 177. So if you want to know roughly when it will be, then it'll be when the auto spins are down to 23. Yeah. So when the auto spins are down to 23, it'll be your turn. Yeah. Red Viking. Oh, that's awesome. What's awesome? Are you Red Viking? Didn't you know about the list? Oh. Yeah, folks who haven't noticed, then for the past 3 or 4 streams now, we've got a new system where we have the whole list. Yeah, the whole list is down in the description. That's one of the reasons also why the sign-up closes 10 minutes before the stream starts. One is that it gives me time to prepare the list into the Fight Night system so that we can get spinning as soon as possible, and there's no kind of like copy pasting silent madness while I do that at the beginning of the stream, and also gives me time to then also do the quick little editing work to get the data copied into a nice format that I can stick into the YouTube description. Zoom, gotta go. It's great that you were here. Excellent to have you here. Cool. See you if you come back. I imagine we're going to be going over by an hour, at least. So that means another hour and 20 minutes. So see you later, possibly. Great that you were here. Great that you were here. So yeah. Anyway, I think we have had the quiz 1 out for long enough. Here is quiz 2. Quiz 1 is now closing. Quiz 1 is closed. Quiz 2 is open. Hopefully it's the right link. Hopefully I didn't just get a new link for quiz 1. We'll see. I'll start to see responses coming in. Nothing yet. And we can analyze the answers to quiz 1 in a moment. But I'm worried that nobody's answered quiz 2 yet. Oh, there we go. We have responses. It was right. Everything is fine. So anyway, what is your favorite faction? We'll go with, should we go in reverse order? So least favorite faction. Ooh, it is Thuriel faction. So the Phylactery of Silent Whispers is the least favorite. Obviously, possibly the least favorite artifact as well. So yeah, that's actually interesting. Anywho, then second least favorite faction is Order. That's surprising. After that, we have Construct coming in. And second place, second most favorite faction is Nature, which means Chaos is the most favorite faction there is. 35.7 of you answered Chaos to be your favorite faction. Clear leader there. So Chaos is, yeah. Chaos is the way to go. It's a good thing that the Thunder Lizard is not Chaos. Oh dear. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, interesting results. Interesting that Order is like the second least. Or, yeah. Wow, that's cool. That's interesting. Let's see. And how is that possible? How? You know what Google has done in all its wisdom here? The colors. This has to be... This can't... I don't know. This... So, both of the questions have got the Order, Chaos, Construct, Nature, and Thuriel. And I believe they were in that order, the questions as well. Yes, they were. And now, when you look at the results of multiple, you know, one of these kind of questions where you have just multiple choice, choose one. It gives them it gives each choice a color and it makes a pie graph. And can anybody guess what color Google has at random given Order? Anybody guess? Blue. Who can guess what color Chaos has gotten? Completely at random. Red. Who can guess what color Nature has gotten? Completely at random. Anybody? Green. Oh man. And Thuriel. Okay, it didn't get the color that it has in the game, but it's close. is purple. I mean, what are the odds? Construct is yellow. It works. I wonder if that's the order of colors it always gives out, and by chance I just happen to put the factions in that order, or is there some, you know, not quite like Chat GPT AI stuff going on, but is there some kind of, you know, logic going? Chaos should be purple, yeah, mind control, but I mean red works for chaos as well. I mean, people go nuts, they just see red. It's just that the colors, they suit the options quite well. Yeah, and it did it in both quizzes, the same colors. So I don't know. Super interesting. That just, you know, caught my eye there. Thuriel is, yeah, it's the Whisper artifact. So the only Thuriel units in the game are all the units when you use the Factory of Silent Whispers. There are the units that have the same kind of characteristics as Thuriel units, but they are not Thuriel, such as the Wraith. The Wraiths and the Draining Spirit. They're kind of Thuriel-ish, but they're not Thuriel. So yeah. But I mean, it is officially the Thuriel is a faction, so that's why I had it in the list there as well. So yeah. It's kind of like an overruling faction, because if you use the artifact, then every single unit turns into Thuriel units. So I don't know. It's Thuriel. German translation, heavenly. Really? Is it heavenly in the game as well? Oh no. What is it if you have the game in German? Is it heavenly in the game? It's heavenly. It shouldn't really be heavenly. Oh, Antiviper. It's definitely one of those days. Did something happen again? Or are you super out of sync as well? I've had a few folks now. Black Canary and somebody else also was kind of out of sync. Both, haha, no. Okay, so you're not out of sync. You answered too quickly there. Yeah. And we had that last week as well. I wonder if that's, you know, like something just that's starting to happen to more and more folks. That the stream is not going, we're not running live somehow. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I mean, yeah, it can be devastating. Dropping a bottle of milk. It's you know, it's one of the worst things. It's really up there. Yeah. I'm just kidding with you. No, it can be. Yeah, sometimes you can have those days where the smallest thing is just, you know, like how to say, just breaks the camel's back. Yeah. No, that's like, that's enough. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, Thuriel. It can be, yeah, it can have many connotations. It's just thinking of what how it's been used in other games. Quite often Ethereal, at least in games, is kind of points toward a kind of, you know, possibly more evilish than like heavenly. But yeah. Skyrim, that had the ethereal. One of the dragon shouts made you ethereal, and that was kind of maybe more like a heavenly thing, because that would make you ethereal, that any of the enemies wouldn't see you and be able to do anything to you. Kind of made you invulnerable, but also you couldn't really do anything, but it was like a way out of tricky situations. Yeah, but I do remember some other games where it is definitely more of a evil thing. Kind of like in literature and movies, the Lord of the Rings, the knights from the mountain, they were ethereal, and they weren't nice. Well, they were. They did a nice thing, but they weren't like nice per se. So I'm rambling on. That's what happens when we have a really long stream. You just wait to see what it's like in an hour. Oh dear. Oh, my LED light is going nuts again in the background. But do you guys like that? Is it cool that it does all sorts of things, or should it be slowed down? I don't know. The chat's gone slow as well. Yeah, next time we need to, I'll have, yeah, I know. Next time we're going to have Horn tier 5. Then we'll have the Crown tier 5. Then we'll have probably the Spear of Cataclysm tier 5. Then we'll have 8 level 150 Arcane Blades and 8 level 150 Righteous Defenders. How about that? Scared space. Oh man. Yeah. Constantine, easy. Hang on, 8 and 8, that's 16. We've got some army points left over. Oh no, Skater Spade, you did miss the sneak peek. If you want to see the sneak peek, I don't know, go back maybe 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. You go back, have a look at that. The stream is going to be so long. I'll show the video at the end again because it just looks so cool. So I'll do that definitely. So if you don't want to skip back now, then you can just, you know, wait until the end, which is going to be in like maybe 3 or 4 hours. No. I'm sure it's not. Look at that, auto spins are 86, so we're over halfway now. Doodaloo. First of all, I think there should be some armies built with least used units in attempt to find winning combos, or maybe this should be next tournament challenge. For example, I've never seen somebody successfully use Bard. You'd say that the Bard is one of the most... I don't want to... Let me just check. Yeah, you'd say that the Bard is actually when it is used, it is actually those... Yeah. The Bard's win rate, when it's used, it's the second most effective, second best performing unit. So yeah. But definitely, if you look at the use of the Bard, then if we're only considering rank 16 in the past week, then it is one... Well, it's not the least used. I mean, there's stuff like the Frost Trap and Spirit Shield and Rhyme Lord and Thunderstone and Giant Toad and Revenant and yeah, Fire Dragon. They're all used even less, but it is still... It's interesting that it is not used as much as what its performance would... it's kind of like the other way around. Its performance is really good, but it's used really low use. And then the Ember Fiend is the other way. Its performance is not really good, but it's used the most. it's odd. And true, before we did the few nerfs to the Ember Fiend, it was also, the win rate was high. Its performance was very high. But now its performance is not quite high. It's almost midfield. But yeah, it's interesting how these go. Well, I mean, Alan, yeah. Test it. It's kind of like how to use it though. So if you are running into situations, the way the performance is measured, what I'm looking at, this is more of the simple stuff. There is more detailed stuff that the designers can get, but what I'm looking at is basically how it performs when it is used. So out of the battles that contain armies that have that unit, then on average those armies have won more, and considerably more. So it is used when it is... It's not used often, but when it is used, then it is used by armies that perform really, really well. So yeah, go figure. Red Viking, I feel like the game favors the attacker. Well, I don't know. In theory, it shouldn't. Hard to say. Victory. What's my win rate? 43. Okay, so a little under half. Little under half. Little under half. I wonder if Skater Spade went to have a look at the sneak peek or not. Oh. Yeah, and Alanor, I was thinking about that. There was, if Randu wouldn't have suggested this army, then I would have tried to build an army that would have used the Spirit Shield generator. Because that is also a very interesting unit. Let me see if I can find Spirit Shield generator. It's used very little. Yeah, I mean, this is a unit that is not used very much, and it is one of the worst performing units as well. But on paper, when you look at what the unit does, it's super powerful. It is so much more powerful than the Barrier Monk, for instance. So I don't know. Is it that it's used so little that when it is used, then it's just being used with testing, and tests quite often don't really go out too well, so it's dumped quite quickly. So I don't know. Alanor, yeah, but on paper, when you look at how much power the Spirit Shield generator can get into the barrier, it's almost insane. I can't remember how it's basically, if you have a look at the unit stats, if you look at the power it has, the power number, then that is how many hit points it puts into the barrier per bone or skull that it consumes. And it consumes bones and skulls at about, I think it was 0.2 second, every 0.2 seconds. Yeah. Alanor, yeah, I like the ones because we had, what did I call them? They were the puzzle knights, not fight knights, but puzzle knights. The difficulty with puzzle knights is that I have no way of enforcing the rules. So basically, like now, we have over 200 people who have signed up, but then watching the stream, we have, it varies constantly, but we have on average between 30 and 70 at any given moment. And so it's very difficult to impose those kind of rules and restrictions because most of the people aren't even watching and they've just got whatever army they have spun up. So basically, to do Puzzle Night, then it would have to be restricted completely to only folks who come to the stream. That would be cool. And actually, yeah, why not? Yeah. Yeah. Because I did once try to do it that folks who were actually here watching, here live, they would get something extra. Then there's outcry from people. It's not fair. I can't be at the stream at that time and so on. But, Alanor, yes, exactly. Yeah, Alanor, well, if you have time, I can have a look what the results are so far for Quiz 2. But we still have some, still be running for a while. But yeah, Puzzle Nights, we could return to the Puzzle Nights, and they could be the every week. Sometimes I've had 2 streams, and now I've just had 1. We could go back to doing 1 quick, shorter stream. So we have a second shorter stream during the week, and that would be the Puzzle Night, and that would be open only to the folks who actually come and watch. Yeah. We could do that. We could at least try doing that. Because as soon as we have somebody who's not watching the stream, competing, then they won't be following the restrictions, and then it'll be kind of pointless. So yeah, we'll get back to Puzzle Nights. We'll do that. But Quiz 2 at the moment, what do you feel are the most powerful faction? The least powerful is Nature, then Order, then Thuriel, then Construct, and the most powerful is felt to be Chaos. And what do you feel to be the weakest faction? It'll be interesting if these are exactly... Are they following the exact opposite or not? Okay, Nature is felt to be the weakest, so that is... That's correct. Then the second... Okay. Second is Order. Yeah, that's fine. Order is the second weakest. Okay, this is where it starts to differ. Construct would be the third weakest, but it was felt to be the second most powerful. So slight difference there. But yeah. So yeah, the most powerful is felt to be Chaos, second Construct, and third Thuriel. And the weakest is seen to be... Weakest is Nature, second weakest is Order, and third weakest is Construct. Excellent. Right, Alanor, go have some dinner. We'll still be here for probably an hour. That's it. Excellent. Oh, and Destroyer had to go. Oh no! See you later, Destroyer, if you're still here to hear me say goodbye. You too, Alanor. Have a great evening. Don't forget to eat all the greens as well. All the vegetables need to be eaten. Oh, somebody mentioned Eduardo. Shield drainers should have a little shield at the beginning of the battle. Yeah, so it would start off with like the first kind of, you know. What? Alanor, there's only one restaurant in town and it's a pizza place. What? Where do you live? There's only one restaurant. We don't need to tell us what you know, what city and stuff. We don't want folks, you know, dropping in. Where in the world? What country? What country? Alanor, are you still here? What country? Yeah, I just find it interesting to know what countries folks who are watching the chat, where they're from. I know folks in the States, it's kind of morning-ish. No, kind of midday at the moment, at least for some. All right. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Satellite stuff in Belgium. Ooh, American living in France, working in Belgium. That's excellent. That's cool. Red Viking, originally from Hastings, UK, now in Knoxville, Tennessee. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool, and there's kind of like, you know, backgrounds are varied, like me. International man of mystery. Yeah. Bye, Alanor. Have a good pizza. I see. Anyone heard about Turkey? Yes, I believe they had. I think they had another earthquake in southern Turkey. Muchacho, yes, your battle is Skater Spade. Skater Spade is having lots of fun. Kingo. Kingo. Hang on. What were we doing? What were we doing? I was supposed to look at oh, muchacho. Oh, you're at work. You can't really follow good games, everybody. Yes, exactly. Your battle is 1:30. Where are we going at the moment? We have Alexandro. Where is Alexandro? No, Axelandro. I thought it was Alexandro. It's Axelandro. Axelandro is 1:30. Hang on. Muchacho. No. Matches was 1:30. Hang on. Battle 130? No. No. Where's Muchacho? You're 227. Oh yeah, it's only 130, you mean? Yeah, yeah. 227, Muchacho. Yes, yours is at the end. Red Viking, I'm just here for the funnies. Funsies. I can't read anything. I'm reading Alexandra and funnies, funsies, funsies. Lol. Laugh out loud. Anyway. This stream. I mean, we've only now gone 8 minutes over like what would be like a normal 2-hour stream, and just knowing that we're going to be going on for a long time, it makes it feel as though we've already gone now for ages. But anyway. Yeah, obviously, folks. Yeah, lots of folks will be at work at this time, especially if you're across the pond in the U.S. or Canada or Southern America or somewhere like that. You'd probably be at work, and then if you're very far forwards, then you're going to be. Look at that color in my hand; it went all purple. It's going to be quite late. But yeah. Oh, I think I realized that last time. We need to do, you know, shadow animals and stuff. You know, like dogs and rabbits. You can do a rabbit. There's a rabbit. Anyway, scares me. Why is England in the wettest country? Because the Queen reigned there. Oh. Very good, very good. I just thought your first question was also just so funny. Why is England? And I read it wrong again. Maybe the text is too small. I read, why is England in the wettest country? And I just thought that was funny. Yeah, I mean it's. I've got this screen here, which I read the chat off. It's actually a quite of an old screen, but it's super wide. So it's, you know, very low, but very wide. And I have it upright, so I've turned it so I can read the stream. But it's quite narrow for what it is. But just today, I've already rigged up my third screen. You guys can't see it. Well, you might if I turn that a bit. Oh, look at that. You guys are seeing more of my setup. I have, now you can see the pad. And it's still dark because I couldn't find a suitable cable for it. But yeah, as soon as I find a suitable cable, then I can get that running, and then that'll probably be a bit better. And this screen, the camera is on top of this screen as well, so as it's a very wide screen, it's quite tall. So yeah. So that's that. I'm in the middle again. Yeah, I like to be in the middle of things. No, I don't. Next quiz question. Should the US adopt the metric system? I think that would solve a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, I don't get the metric system, and the funny thing is, I grew up in the States. Yeah, so a whole of my basically I was like 12. Yeah, I was 12 when we moved back from the States and never learned the Fahrenheit system, never learned the inches and yards and miles. Stupid. It's like, oh man, it's crazy. And I like to do a lot of handiwork and stuff, like renovations and stuff, and I just cannot wrap my mind around how you would do stuff in inches and 3/4 inch and 1/18 and oh, what? Yeah. Red Viking, really? No, but the inches, yards, and miles, they were the same in the UK. But I do know measurements are slightly different. So, like, wasn't it that a cup is slightly different? The American cup was slightly different from the British cup. Though I think quite a few people in the UK, they've already migrated to the metric system. So, yeah, fluids are totally different. Yeah. Yeah, but any of that, even though I was brought up in the States up until 12 years old, no clue about the imperial. Wasn't it imperial? Yeah. No clue about inches, yards, and whatever. No clue about cups, whatever. As a child, I just went with centimeters and meters and kilometers. Yeah. I remember even the cars that we had. My parents, they were adamant that they had to have also the kilometers in the dials. So we obviously we had a Volvo that had the dual, it had the miles and the kilometers. Yeah. Yeah, and then don't get, yeah, the temperature, Fahrenheit, that's weird. In Celsius, it's very easy. 0 degrees, below that you freeze, above it you don't. And you boil at 100. It's very logical. But in Fahrenheit, don't know. And the scale is different too. Yeah. Oh yeah, but only the UK, Australia, Hong Kong and Taiwan, and quite a few countries in Africa, and probably some countries in South America. They all drive on the right. Red Viking, you don't know the boiling point, but you do know freezing is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Yeah. Sure, Skater Spade. Let's hear a construction joke. Oh, you're still working on it. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, I'm just thinking of jokes. It's tricky what joke to tell, what you can tell nowadays. So, yeah. It takes 9 years to pave a road. Okay. Yes, well, compared to Finland, where it takes, I don't know, 20 years to build a nuclear power plant, and after that, it's not even ready yet. So yeah. Yeah, you can Google it. One of the biggest construction fails, I think, in the world. If you Google, it's called Olkiluoto 3, but you'll find it if you just search for Olki, so O-L-K-I. O-L-K-I and the number 3. Yeah. Talk about embarrassing construction. It wasn't being constructed by Finns. Anywho. Shield of Talos. We are winding down here. It's 55 auto spins left. So that means we have about 70 or 80 battles to go. Anyway. Ooh, I have a joke. This is a joke for database engineers. So why don't database engineers... Let me think about this. How would I word this? Okay, why don't database engineers make for very good movers? So they don't like move stuff, move furniture and stuff. Why aren't they good at that? Anybody? Anybody? Because they tend to drop tables. Oh dear. I suppose you need to know, in databases, they have, databases are in tables. To remove the table, it's called dropping it. At least it used to be. I think it might have changed already, but that's, you drop tables. Michael Myers, did you ever visit Germany and tried our Autobahn? I have been on the Autobahn once. I don't remember it too much. I was quite young. But I've been to Germany since then, but I didn't get a chance to go on the Autobahn. It's quite short. Isn't it quite short, the area where you can go like unlimited speed? I think it's been reduced quite a bit. That's what I've heard. But no, I once spent 3 weeks in Austria and crossed over into Germany quite a few times. I was in Salzburg. Red fucking... I'm unsubbing and uninstalling the game now. Michael Myers. No, I wasn't driving, but we were there. We were there, the whole family, and we did go on the Autobahn. And I do remember we went quite fast, but yeah. Okay, so it is quite okay. I heard and read somewhere that there's not as much, you know, free speed as there used to be. But okay. But you can see some crazy videos on YouTube. It's wow. But 130 is still quite fast. The max you can do in Finland is 120. That's only on highways or motorways. Yeah. Red Viking 80. miles per hour, sorry. Oh yeah. Yeah, 120 kph, kilometers per hour. 120 is the max in Finland. That's only on like the motorways. Most highways are then 100. It depends on what you define as a highway. Country roads, then they're usually 100 or 80. Then when you're nearing towns and so on, then it's 70, and then if you're within city limits, then it's 50, unless marked something else. Quite often downtown areas are like 30. So yeah, you can do 120 on motorways. Or you can do anything you like. You can do 200. There's some folks who won't like it and they'll flash lights at you and demand you to stop. Kentucky has a speed limit of 120 on the interstate. Yeah. Yeah, that's how you call road. Interstates, highways, motorways, whatever. 80 miles per hour is 128 kilometers an hour. Yeah, it's not bad. So if you want to be most fuel efficient, then it's something like 60 or 70. Then you're getting kind of like the best kind of range and speed. Which is true. We have two cars. One is a station wagon Renault Megane automatic. It uses half the fuel if you're driving at about 70 and 80 than it does when you drive at about 120, 130, which is surprising. Victory! So who's coming up? Kill or Kale? But who? Where are we in the list? Where are we in the list? Let's search. There we go. So yeah, this is battle number 155. This is a mega long stream, and I promised extra people to battle after. Perfect. Yeah. Zeishabron is up next. Who do we have coming up? Then we have the Trojan, Chaos the Fourth. Savior Doomsoul. Notorious. Wasn't Notorious here? I think Notorious was here at some point. Noobsauce Rex, Mathramar. Your alt. It was your alt, I think. Wasn't it? Yeah. Red Viking, that's why I'm not asking. You would be here all night. Day. You're not asking what? Why? I don't know. Yeah. Shortell is coming up soon. Vitilav. Kingo! Kingo, not far off for Kingo. Kingo is here. To add you to the list? To add you to the list? I can be very sneaky. You are on the extra list now. Yes. You're signed up now. There's no getting out of it. The Trojan. Dude, you will need sleep. Sleep. Sleep no more. Yeah. My bed is the portrait of the sleep deprived. Super bonus points for anybody who can guess really quickly from what game that saying was from. Don't even know if you can Google it. I've tried Googling it once, but I don't think I found it. But if somebody does know. Really cool game. It was a really cool game, and you can't play it. I think it's impossible to play. There is no version that will work on any Windows that's running now. So, yeah, it's 8:30 here now. 2029, soon to be 2030. Yes, 8:30 p.m. That's another funny thing, AM and PM. Yeah, it's 2030. 8:30. No, obviously nobody's getting it. The game, based on an excellent book that was based on an excellent movie, which was based on an excellent book that was named differently. The book was named Hang on. Was it Do Robots Dream of Electronic Sheep? Who knows what movie that became? One of the best movies ever. Just thinking, was it Robots? I think it was Robots. Do Robots Dream of Electronic Sheep? Anybody who knows what movie that turned out to be? That was the name of the book. The movie was called something else. The movie was called what the main character was. Blade Runner! Red Viking got it. Blade Runner indeed. The PC game, Blade Runner. That's one quote from that. So if you ever played it, or if you can play it, I don't think you can play it because I've tried to get that game. Because the atmosphere in the game, exactly like in the movie. Super cool. So yeah, and that, if you go to the apartment, you looked at the bed, then the main character would say portrait of the sleep deprived. There was, and it was similar to the good old games, the point and click adventure games, similar to like Indiana Jones and Monkey Island, all those, but it was later than those, so the graphics were really, really good. But yeah, point and click adventure, and it had cinematic cutscenes and everything. It was on, I think, 3 or 4 CDs. It was a massive game for its time. But it's not available anywhere, and I think even if you get a copy from somewhere, it just won't work. Not supported by anything. Yeah, I'm sure if you Google it or hop on YouTube, you'll find it. Blade Runner PC. There's an enhanced edition on Steam. Ooh, that I need to get. Last time I looked for it, I have to admit, probably 10 years ago, there was not an enhanced version. There was just, the original, which doesn't work. But yeah. Oh, if it's a point-and-click adventure game and based on Blade Runner, then yes, that's it. It's probably nowhere near as good as what I remember, like most games, most old games. Get all nostalgic. Oh, I want to try that game. That game was so good, and then you load it, install it, and you're like, oh, it's terrible. Oh man. Like forever the best game ever, even though it's really terrible now. The best game ever. Ultima Underworld. Anybody played Ultima Underworld? Going completely off topic talking about other games here, but that's fine because we have a really long stream. Ultima Underworld, the best game. Obviously it's not the best anymore, but there's been no other game that has been as immersive. Even though you play it now, then it's not immersive, but back then. Ultima Underworld. It was basically the first proper 3D move anywhere you like game. So a proper, like 3D world and everything. RPG, role-playing game. Kind of like Dungeons and Dragons came out for PC just before that, but that was just basically like, you move forward and it like advance like one step. And you go in these kind of chunks. But this was actually proper 3D rendered levels, and you walk about relatively the same as you do now in any kind of first-person RPG or whatever, or first-person shooter. Like Omar's 8:30 Infinite. Yes, it is 8:30. Looks like Doom. Yeah, it came out a little bit. It came out quite a bit before Doom, I believe. But it was the first of its kind. It was like, it made the genre. It was properly the first of its kind. And look around with the mouse. And you move with the keys. It was, I think even the first version didn't even really have looking around with the mouse. Kind of, you'd look around with the keys. Move with the keys, look around with the keys. But the mouse, they did come out with it, so it was almost like it is with anything now. But yeah. Then there was Ultima Underworld 2. Which was a bit of a letdown because it wasn't really that much better than Ultima Underworld 1, but yeah, different story. So, yeah. Oh yes. All the games that really defined like the genre to come. Like Ultima Underworld for RPGs, Doom, and kind of almost Quake. Doom and Quake, they were really defining games for first-person shooters. Yeah. In Quake, especially if you had a good enough computer with 3D acceleration that you could do the OpenGL version of Quake, that was something. That was really good looking back then. Shortella! Haven't seen Shortella in the stream lately. At least I don't think so. Yes, Red Viking, the first 3D graphics cards. I had what was it called? Oh no, I don't remember what it was called. It was a separate 3D graphics card. It was a 3D accelerator card. So you'd have the normal graphics card. I don't think it was even AGP. Was it AGP? Is that what it was called? Before it went into the PCIe, it was AGP, and before that it was just normal PCI. Yeah, it was normal PCI. Then you went to the AGP, I think. Yeah, Voodoo was the other one. I had GP. Voodoo was one. I had the other one, which was what was it called? Can't remember if it was a 3DFX, but I can't remember the name of the card. It wasn't as well known or spread as Voodoo, but it was a lot cheaper. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but it was a 3D accelerator that you installed. And it ran just purely to accelerate the 3D stuff. It supported, I think it supported 3DFX and OpenGL. Voodoo was the one that you wanted if you wanted to do more stuff, but it required some tweaking. If I remember correctly, Voodoo wasn't the easiest option. I don't know. Anyway, good old times. I remember the first games to try out with a 3D accelerator was like there was a car game, a racing game, and you'd see kind of like mirror reflections on the side of the car. Wow, that was so cool. Red Viking, yeah. It actually was very long ago. Scary to think. Oh no. Yes. Vitlav. Is anybody else remaining in the stream? It's just me, Red Viking, and Michael Myers. This stream is too long. Yeah. Yeah, I think in the future, if it turns out like this, then basically the stream we'll have to end the stream like at a reasonable time. But I suppose I could just leave the game running and have the battles run out on their own. Unreal Tournament on a 56k modem. Oh, Black Canary's here too. Yeah, 56k modem. I remember times before that even with 14k modems. Yeah. And after those modems, then you'd get into ISDN, and then you could have dual ISDN, double speed. Oh man. But if you had dual ISDN, then nobody could make telephone calls at the same time. If you just used a single ISDN line, then somebody could make telephone calls at the same time. 33.6, yeah. Notorious, Notorious, you did already battle, and I can't remember. When it was not long ago. I mean, if you skip back maybe 10 minutes, 8 or 10 minutes. I remember because I noticed that the battle started, and I was asking, is Notorious still here? I think it was. Oh no, I can't remember anymore. Anyway. Oh no, Randu. You didn't change the build on that account that you mentioned. Yes, rewind. Use a pencil if you need to rewind. You don't waste any batteries. Oh man, remembering old stuff with Red Viking. Hang on. Elsa Eraser. What's that? Michael Myers. Elsa Eraser? I don't know. Oh, the 3D card. No, it wasn't an Elsa Eraser. This has bugged me at some time. At some time, I remember talking about this same thing. I don't know if it was on a stream or I don't know, somewhere. Yeah, graphics card like Voodoo. Yeah. No. What was it called? I don't know. I remember I've had this same situation before where I was trying to remember what card it was. It wasn't the best. It was like, you know, an alternate cheap version of like going for a voodoo. Downloaded CS over 56 kilobyte 2 days long. Wow. Notorious, you won. Excellent. That's good. Yeah, Michael Myers. Yeah, I mean, that's... I remember when downloading stuff was, you know, really, like, you know, when you would. Downloading things for days. Notorious first win. Excellent. That's so cool. I even remember when moving away from the modem into ISDN. I remember in Finland, GPRS became a thing. Okay, GPRS. Okay, not quite as fast as ISDN, but some of the first GPRS connections you could get in Finland, they had unlimited data for a reasonable price. And so I remember I went for a GPRS connection, a normal telephone number, and I went and got the cheapest. It was a Ericsson. I think it was even before Sony bought the Ericsson phone. So I think it was an actual Ericsson phone that had GPRS and a reasonably good data cable system. And suffice to say, the company that had the unlimited subscription didn't have it for very long. I had it on my computer and used that, and that was my main internet connection. That was on 24/7 over GPRS, and it was fast for the time. Yeah. It destroyed the phone. I think the battery. I think the battery went dead after like a couple months, but kept it plugged in all the time, and that was it. But yeah, sadly they then discontinued it. I think I managed to use it for about half a year. Crazy amounts of data for the time. Yeah. Gustav. We are struggling. We are getting closer and closer to the end. We have Gustav now. Gustav, this was battle number 179. So Attic is coming in now, battle 180 out of a total of 232. So we have 52 to go. Plus the 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 extra at the end. They'll be quick. I mean, 9 is... it's nothing. Yeah, fledgling internet service. Times were rough. They were. Yeah, and I don't think the company realized. The company was called DNA. It's a company that is around today, and it's actually, I think, the third largest mobile phone carrier in Finland. I use them today, so that's fine. But back then, yeah, it was DNA. I don't think they realized what they had created when they created this, because they just wanted to get customers, and they wanted to get customers fast. And so when the GPRS came out, and they offered it unlimited data package, thinking that, well, this will get customers in. And I don't think they realized that there were a lot of people, and this was just when you know, downloading stuff with Napster and all that kind of stuff was really kind of starting to be a big thing. And I don't think they realized that folks could do this. Just get a normal phone connection, not use it for phone calls. Use it purely for data. I think I remember, I think I had a friend who actually did that with 2 devices, and they were able to split the connection and actually have 2 devices to get like almost double speed. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, LimeWire, yeah. But yeah, yeah, so I don't think they realized what they did, because it was half a year tops, probably even less than that, that they then informed all their customers that this unlimited thing is coming now to an end. Yeah. Yeah, I think they reduced it, and it was reduced to an absolutely crazy small amount, like I think... It was reduced to something like, dare I say, 250 megabytes a month? Something like that. Oh, it was terrible, yeah. I remember I was into the gigabytes a month with it, so into the numerous gigabytes a month, which is a lot for a GPRS. So yeah. WinMX abuse. Orandu. Yeah, no, it's hard to say. It's such a long time ago. It's difficult to, you know, remember, because megabytes, it's kind of like megabytes were what gigabytes are today. So, a game is 60, 70 gigabytes? Bah, it's normal. I remember times when 7 megabytes for a game was, wow, that's big. Ah, sad day, Randu, indeed. Yeah, 1 gigabyte a second at home. Yeah. A gigabyte a second? Well, maybe not a... How much? Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I can't remember how fast my connection is at the moment. It could be a lot faster, but I don't want to pay that much. So yeah. I checked during the stream, but I'm scared that it'll slow up the stream. Oh dear. Yeah, I've got fiber optic. I'm pretty sure I've got a 10 megabit connection. But I could go... I think I can go all the way up to a gigabit. I dished out more money. Money, money, money. Queen Cleopatra. Queen Cleopatra hasn't been here for a few streams now. Benny, trademark. Oh man. Randu, oh no. Euro per hour. Yeah, no. Yeah, ADSL. The ADSL is being phased out in Finland. I don't think you can get any new connections, and most telephone lines are being taken down. So at the moment it's either fiber optic, or if there are still some old copper lines, then I suppose you could get ADSL if you're somewhere far away. Well, why not? We can do a... It'd be funny to see if it does anything to the stream. Go! Ooh. Okay, it's better than what I remember. 150 megabits per second. That's not bad. Rib. Oh, this is a long stream. We're already at 3 hours now. Oh dear. Mm-hmm. 3 hours. I think we need some more auto spins. They'll update when we get to 0. Yeah, Randu, this is the longest stream. It is. Longest stream by far. I'm actually surprised nobody's come to inspect as to why. I am still down here. Oh dear. Yeah, about 30 to go, maybe. Let's see, where are we? Boo! 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 Boo is 193. And we have 232. Total plus the extra ones. Don't know why I went and promised to do those. Flat rates are a blessing. Yes, they are. Yeah. It also depends on where you live. Not all countries have flat rates. And then some that do, they're crazy expensive. I think I'm paying at the moment for I think I'm paying 19 euros a month, and I've got a 300 megabit connection unlimited on my phone. So the phone is faster than the fiber optic at home. I don't know how that works, but yeah. I'm paying like 20 something euros a month for the fiber optic. It's still worth it. Fiber optic is a lot more stable than mobile. So. And the ping's a lot higher as well. Lot better response to it, so and so on. So play anything online, then it's a lot better than mobile. Well, shall we? We can. I'll close the second quiz now. We can go through if it's changed in any way. Not really. Almost half of you, 49%, have answered that Chaos is the most powerful faction. Second most powerful is Construct, and coming in third place is Thuriel. And then asking the other way around, which is the weakest, then Nature is seen as the weakest. Then second weakest is Order, and third is Construct. So Construct and Order flip places depending on how it's asked. So that's interesting. Red Rock, I won't tell you what I'm paying. I know I'm being ripped off, but my work pays for half. Haha. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm paying $24.90, I think, a month for fiber optic, 150. So it's not bad. Could go for a 5G connection or mobile. Would be about the same, but I'd get a lot higher speeds, but I still don't really want to because the ping isn't as good, it's not as reliable, and then you do have issues if you do online gaming with multiplayer and you're doing lots of chats, because you get problems with the oh, I forgot what it's even called. Nah, you just get problems because you don't have a locked IP or something, so you then have to pay extra for that. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, Red Viking. Yeah, I wouldn't use 5G. Yeah. Yeah, who'd want to have a 5G antenna on the side of their house? Yeah, because that's what you have to do. At least in this area. If I wanted a 5G connection, they'd come and put a box on the side of the house. And it's kind of like, ooh. Yeah. I mean, I'm not one of these foil hat folks and stuff, but I do think that if he can kind of, reduce slightly how much how much stuff is being transmitted over the over the air. I mean, it's always going to be good. Yeah, that's a good connection with 2 gigabytes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm running with 150, and I think my provider would let me get one gigabyte, but it's quite a bit more expensive, so I'm fine with 150 megs. It's good enough for everything I need to provide you with nice streams. Yeah, Michael Myers, that's true. I mean, that means that if somebody gets access, then everything's gone, and just like that. Or if not gone, then at least copied. Oh. No, that's why you need to have firewalls. If nothing else, then operator system built in. So if you're using Windows, then it'd be crazy not to have the Windows firewall running. Oh. Of course, there's always backdoors found and everything, so can you ever be safe? I don't know. Oof, over 3 hours now. We're out of auto spins, so we hop here, and we might as well claim those, and that'll update everything. Now we have lots of auto spins. Continuing. I think lots of people are dropping out of the stream as well. This is too long. Oh, there's only 12 more people watching. Oh, no. Well, let's have fun, The Last of Us here. The Last of Us. Ah. Rather a good game, man. Good TV series as well. Yeah. Which reminds me, I haven't seen the latest one. Nobody spoil it. I'm not allowed to. Jar Jar. Excellent. I've asked quite a few times when we've seen Jar Jar in the battles in the list. You can now answer this. It's Jar Jar, but it's not Binks, is it? Oh dear. It definitely is. Oh. Okay. It's Binks. Oh no. I've actually seen a version. You can find them. I think they're called the de-cheesed versions of Star Wars. One of the things about the de-cheesed versions are Jar Jar Binks is removed from the whole movie. All of them. You don't see him. It was funny. Oh, you have a rare afternoon off. Yeah, that's nice. They're nice. Yeah, I can imagine refuse to watch him. Yeah, he's a controversial character. He divides opinions. And it's funny. I think in the spirit of of Lucas, I think they are pretty much the same level of wackiness that the original trilogy had back when they came out. For some reason, it doesn't work with everybody, or it didn't work with everybody when episodes 1 and 2 and 3 came out. So I don't know. Immortalis? I don't know. Did somebody say that you didn't sign up? Or maybe that wasn't all that true. But I don't know how to search for you because you... Oh, I do know how. Yes, you fought already. You were battle number 128. So I don't know. Maybe 6 hours ago? I don't know, maybe an hour ago, maybe half an hour ago, an hour and a half, I don't know. It just feels like, yeah, rewind about 6 hours, you might see it. This is too long. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, to make it easy to rewind back, I mean, I suppose it would be possible to make a little counter somewhere but it would require that every single battle that starts, I'd have to, you know, hit a key or something to advance the numbers. So there'd be like a constant, you know, number ticking away as to what battle it is. Yeah. Oxford, you won while you were absent. Oh dear. Juggernaut. Well, at least we're on the last page that I can see always at once, so we are getting near to the end. There you go, Immortalis. He had 72 auto spins tokens left. About, yeah. Oh, Immortalis, I think Randu spilled the beans. You won, I think. Immortalis is out. He found out if he won or lost. Have a great continuation to your evening. I'm already yawning here. Anyway. See you later, Immortalis. We have Koki. Captain Rex is coming up. There's the root kit. The hack and Muchacho. Muchacho, you're coming up near the end. Then we have the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 extra battles. Folks who didn't sign up, hopefully they're sticking around to see the end. It'd be a shame if they didn't. Anyway. Red Viking, you streamed for 5 hours last night playing Sons of the Forest. Do you have many viewers? And what kind of stuff? Do you just stream just playing or you know? I'm wondering if folks would be interested seeing me play stupid games. I don't know. But I can't wait for, yeah. I think I mentioned earlier, but I didn't say what game it was. Waiting for a game that was supposed to launch last fall, but didn't, and nobody knows when it's going to launch, and everybody's waiting for it. It's the biggest thing for coming now, and Starfield, that's what I'm waiting for. Bethesda's next new thing, their next new Fallout next new Skyrim type. Yeah. Yeah, 25 odd people in all the time, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for Starfield. Yeah, so. Yeah. Also be thinking about need to play multiplayer games, RPG, whatever, role-playing games, but online and do silly stuff. Annoy other people. They're quite funny. I watch Bay Area Bugs, for instance, and Civ Ryan. They're cool. They do lots of GTA 5 streams. They're funny. Yeah, Mortas, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Where would I go? What would I do? But no, yeah, Battle Legion being taken over. Yeah, well, you can see it that way. Battle Legion is moving to Godspeed Games. Red Viking, can you play Star Citizen? Super expensive. It looks super neat and super cool, but the fact that it never really launched, and it seems quite expensive, and it has lots of bugs, and nobody knows if it's ever going to reach any kind of end state, or is it going to be perpetually kind of like, you know, being worked on. And what I'm figuring is that Starfield might be kind of like the polished single player version of Star Citizen. I don't know. But the fact that it's Bethesda behind it, it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I don't know what kind of a team is behind Star Citizen. Is it like just a handful of people? Because it seems quite slow, the progress that they do. But what they've done so far is pretty cool. What did everyone have for lunch today? Skater Spade is chowing down on a poke bowl. What did I have for lunch? I didn't have lunch. That's me. Yeah, Wednesdays are always a funny day for me because I have this really late thing, so I'm doing the stream in the evening. So basically, I wake up in the morning and I start work at the normal time. So to get morning meetings done and everything, and then obviously check support tickets, handle those quickly. Then check Discord, see if there's anything really happening in Discord, talk to folks and so on. And then somewhere kind of like midday, I take a few hours off. And I do other stuff. And today, when I had my time for errands and stuff, I hopped in the car, hooked up the trailer, dug it out of all the snow, and went and got some really big pieces of woods. Big lumber. Because I'm doing some renovation in bedroom, living room area. Redoing a wall. So I went and got stuff for that. And that took a while because I had to drive all the way over to like a couple cities over, because that's where I found the cheapest cost for the wood that I wanted. Wood is quite expensive at the moment, at least here in Finland. So I decided to drive away because it was a good price. So yeah. Basically, the biggest part was really heavy, really thick. Basically, using it as a beam. Because we have a retaining wall, which half of it is being removed ages ago by whoever owned the house, like a long time ago, and they never actually put in a proper beam, a lintel or whatever, a proper beam on the part that was taken out. So basically, it's not really being a proper retaining wall, but it's kind of like a half retaining wall. It's the way these certain types of houses are done. So it just means that the upstairs floor then is a bit bouncy. So I decided that I'm going to redo that. So I took off all the surfacing of the wall, took it back down to the frame, and now I've got this big piece of kind of is it kind of like a glue laminate? It's made out of different strips and they're glued and pressed and whatever. Super stiff piece of wood, and need to put that in and then brace it from the ends and so on and make it into a proper retaining wall again. So that's what I'm doing, and that's why I didn't have lunch, because I shot off there, and by that time I hadn't had any breakfast really, so I wasn't really hungry, and so when I got back from that I was starving. So I'm actually hoping to have some dinner after the stream. For over 3 hours. And the end's not in sight. Farming Zekor. Battle number 217. Oh dear, out of 232 plus 9 more. Red Viking had a smoothie. What? Red Viking? What? 300? And it's forever in beta or alpha or whatever. Wow. 300. Scary chose the wrong stream, yeah. You didn't choose the shortest one. Yeah, Red Viking, that's something. To have a 300 strong team. I mean, what they've done, it's massive, yeah. But and it's not exactly cheap. I was looking just to try it out. I mean, you're having to spend like 40 or 50 euros, and you then just get a base ship, and who knows how much more you have to spend if you want to try out something else. I don't know. Yeah. Somebody once said I should do some videos or streams of me doing renovation work. And I said, no. And I'd have too many comments saying, you're doing it wrong. I'm going to call a council. You're doing it wrong. As of 2020, 695 staff, 512 are developers. Wow. Cool. Cool. Yeah, and I doubt whether Starfield has anywhere near as many people working on it. I don't know. What is the full staff of Bethesda? And they're working on multiple games at the same time. Redfall, which is about to launch. The next Elder Scrolls, that's being worked on. Then obviously Starfield, which is probably ready. Has been ready for a while now. They're just messing about with when to launch it to maximize profits. I don't know. Red Viking, you want to quickly Google, see what kind, how strong in staff is Bethesda. Red Viking, oh, they're working on it. Oh, I'm sure they are. Oh, I'm sure they are. I remember, there's also now Microsoft behind him, so. Hey, Randu, yes, positive win rate again. Oh, man. There you go, 420. Less than, yeah, wow. Yeah, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, Bethesda has other studios. I don't know. Microsoft, they just bought Bethesda, I think. They're under Microsoft now. But are there studios under Bethesda? There might be. Yeah. Yeah, but I think a lot of studios are also worried about what game was it? Complete Meltdown. The game that failed completely was supposed to be so super good and cool. The 20 Cyberpunk, that was it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering if lots of studios are probably worried about ending up with the same kind of problem that Cyberpunk had. Delayed so much, and then when they launched, then ooh, game doesn't even work. Mador. We are getting very close to the end of the main list. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 more to go. The hack. That was quick. Very good. I like that. The hack is helping to get a shorter stream out of this mega stream. Muchacho! Muchacho. Are you still here, muchacho? Oh, I like that. Double soul pylon machine guns. I like that. No, running out of ammo. Oh, got more ammo. Nice. I like that. That was cool. Kenji. Then we have FTS Odin, Lord Cody Rex, Darkgraw, and Charles. Then we'll do the quick extra 9. You know, ZeniMax own Bethesda, and they own Alpha Dog, Arkansas, Bethesda, ID, Machine Games, Roundhouse, Nintendo, and ZeniMax. Where does Microsoft come into this then? I thought Microsoft bought Bethesda. Or did they buy ZeniMax? Oh, I don't know. Everybody owns everybody in some way. You never know. Oh well. I haven't been following all these game company merges and everything. It's a whole... Yeah, Microsoft bought ZeniMax, yeah. So Bethesda is like in the Microsoft chain, but a bit further down, kind of. So they're not directly per se, but through ZeniMax, yeah. It's all a big mix. It's turned into kind of like the automotive industry. Like, yeah, buy an Aston Martin. Ah, but it's owned by Ford. Ah, who's owned by? Who's owned by? Who's owned by? Oh dear. Quick quiz for 70 likes. Yeah, Everybody's working for Sony or Microsoft. Yeah, that's what it feels like. I'm in the Microsoft camp myself. I do not have, well, I don't even have, okay, we do have one console in the house, a Switch. But I don't really use that. The kiddos use the Switch. We have a couple very old Xbox 360s and lots of games for those, but they're not really used either. But I'm purely a PC gamer myself, so that means Microsoft. So yeah. Dark Graw. After this we have Charles, and then we will have the extra round for the late 9. Call the late 9. It means we are getting to the end. Oh, it's 9:30. At least I get to end the stream before 10. Started at 6. Oh man, yeah, Michael Myers. I've been yawning. You might have seen one yawn, but I've had a few secret yawns as well. You know, the kind that you kind of just silently yawn with your mouth closed and nobody notices. Oh, and Charles with the really long battle. Draw maybe. Oh, look at that. Defeat. That was close to a draw. That was very close to a draw. Excellent. We got to the end of the main list. We can now close the event. Yeah, go ahead and reward everybody else, but there's nobody else to reward. Oh, that was cool. Operation failed. But it doesn't matter because, oh, the stream was so long it actually signed me out. Well, we're back in now, so now I can go and close it properly. There we go, and close event. Yes, done. Now let's open up a new one. Same battles, same everything. I believe that was there. Add participants. We have the 9 there. Oh, I seem to have a... No, I don't. I thought I had. Yeah. Discord was all red, the icon, so I thought somebody had sent a sign in. Oh no! There are 3 which did not sign in. 2 which did not sign in. Who are these? Let's see if that 8 is supposed to be an @ sign. Yes, it was. Obsess. The 8 is an @ sign. But this last one, this is, I believe this was one that was just thrown out into the stream, so this is not a correct. Oh, what do I do with that now? I don't know. Could the 0 be an O? That's all I can try. We change the 0 to an O. That's all we have time for to try. Oh dear, that can't be right. Because no, this is one of those that would crash the whole thing. This is a pre-beta even. 50 gems for everybody in Stillman's stream. Okay, so we now have 8 signups. There is one that I could not sign up because the tag is wrong. Nothing can be done about that. So here we go. We have Obsess, Jar Jar, Zoom, Year, Red Viking, Small, Piepsiol, and Michael Myers. That is the order. Won't do any shuffling because it's really short. Save. Go live. Start the event. Yes. Auto spins. And we should be starting off with Obsess. We're starting off with the Unit Express. Was not on the list, so no, I will not get it. Obsess is here. Here we go, Obsess. This is the main event now, as Mark says. Yes, the main event is on. Looks as though I'm going for a win here. Boom! Sorry, Obsess. Oh dear. Jar Jar. Oh, I like how some of those plague bearers are getting out. How are they getting out? They must have resist conditions or something. How only for some? I don't know. There's not enough plague about, I don't think. Jar Jar, did you have a plague thrower? Oh no! Jar Jar, no! Oh, Patricio! Getting to the very last moments of the super long stream. It's like, I don't know how many, 3.5 hours long, a little over. Zoom. Red Viking. I only have one build. It saves on errors. Yeah. Yes, Mark. Or Jar Jar. You need to remember to save. So basically, you save it by doing the single spin, like you probably know. PvP spin. Friendly fight spin will not save the army. It will not lock it in. And same thing goes if you do a lot of changes. And you just friendly fight, and then you shut the game down, come back, all those changes will be lost. It will be whatever you spun last into a PvP battle. Year. Oh, yeah, yawning again. This wasn't the secret yawn either. Now, how many of you are yawning now? Oh dear. Yeah, go for hounds and arcane blades with Thuriel. Yeah. Yeah. Next week we'll probably be going for a very tough army. I'm really contemplating on having arcane blades and RDs. So yeah. Skater Spade. Burning the midnight oil. Oh, Red Viking. Yeah, the win rate's going up. Victory! Oh, I'm sorry, Red Viking. Small is coming up now. Let's see. Eternal March. Oh, this is again the same kind of build that, was it TSA had and somebody else? Was it TSA? I can't remember. Eternal March with the Valkyrie. Interesting choice. I'm just wondering how effective that is, having the Valkyrie boost the Eternal March, because it, yeah. Okay, Randu. Take care. See you next time. And nice layout. Although slow, but nice. There we go. Pips, y'all. Second to last battle. Pips, y'all. I'll give an extra little sneak peek for the last folks who are here. Now everybody else is leaving. I'll let you know one extra cool thing about the new unit that's coming in. The Thunder Lizard. It is a dual... I was going to say dual citizen, but no, it's a dual faction. It is Nature Order. Sorry for you Chaos folks. It is Nature Order. Skater Spade, what? You're going Thunder Lizard? What is that? I'll show you. That's what it's called. Yeah. Did you go and see the video? We'll have one look at the Thunder Lizard before we quit. And then that's that. But Michael Myers, ooh, double spider webs. Brutes, actually. I can't still get past that. The spider web skin for the roots. This, when it came out, everybody was like, "Oh, that's terrible. That's no good. Look at that. It looks really bad. The resolution, everything. There's no detail." But this is like almost the most popular one. So anyway, that was the end of that. I can quickly. Oh, let's see. Let's get. It's that Thunder Lizard. Where are you? Why can't we see? Oh, there we go. There's the Thunder Lizard. The Thunder Lizard. So yeah, it has a double attack. So its main thing that it does is range. So it shoots lightning bolt up, and then far away it comes down. And then if units get too close to it, then it will opt to use the melee attack with its tail. But if nothing is close, then it will just do the ranged attack, which is cool. And the lightning also might do some extra stuff. But that is something you'll have to tune in possibly next week or the week after to see more. I don't know. We might be able to play it. We might be able to get the dev build working in a way that we can use it. I'm not 100% sure because of all the transition stuff that's going on. The dev build might not be possible for next week or the week after. But I'll be able to give you more information about it closer to how stunning. Ooh, that's a reasonable guess, but I'm not going to tell you if it's right. Probably not. No, I'm not going to tell you if it's right. No, I'm not going to tell you. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it's going to be a mythic unit. So chaos, not chaos. Nature Order. I was going to say chaos. No, not chaos. Nature Order. Dual faction. Anyway, thanks guys. There's so many people all the way to the end. Super long, super long stream. 3 hours and 45 minutes. Wow. Anyway, Randu was here to the end. Red Viking, Michael Myers, Oxford, Skater Spade. Oh, you guys are so cool. Oh, and yeah, Mark or Jar Jar. Binks. Oxford. Yeah, you did. You heard mythic. It is. I saw confirmation. It will be a mythic. So yeah, super cool that you guys could be here. It was really outsider. How you doing? So yeah, in Red Viking, obviously, everybody was here. Yeah, and obviously, oh dear, there's so many people here. It was super cool. Yeah, hard to list everybody that was here. Notorious was here as well. Yeah. Anyway, super cool that you guys could be here. It's all, oh, and Said is still here. Everybody's still here. That's awesome. Yeah, so till next time. I'm also trying to get that display working at the back there. That's another cable I need. But that needs to be super long, because that'd be cool to have something, you know, some graphics working in the background there. Battle Legion logo or something rotating. I don't know. Just lots of more blinky stuff to have in the stream. Yeah, I can't quit. This is continuing this stream. It's going to be 4 hours soon. No, I think that's it. Union is rare, mythic. Necrinius. We just said it's mythic. Anyway, it's time to go and have some breakfast. No, I mean lunch. Not, I mean dinner. And I will see you guys later tomorrow in Discord. No problem, Necrinius. I'm just messing about. So yeah, catch you guys later. It was super cool to have you guys here, and it was actually quite fun to have a long stream. Might do this later, but we'd have to start a bit earlier. This is quite late. Anyway, catch you guys later. I'll leave you with some I don't know, some speed art. It's cool music, if nothing else. So anyway, see you guys later. Have fun. Bye.